Cruz is facing off against Congressman Colin Allred. Now, Cruz is hoping to secure a third term in office. During his campaign, he said his #1 priority is jobs. His Democratic opponent, Colin Allred, campaigned on border issues, the state's abortion ban, and then you've got health care as well.
And we have team coverage on this race for U.S. Senate. Alicia Nieves is in Dallas covering the Colin Allred campaign. But first, let's go to Megan Reina, who is live tonight in Houston following the Cruz campaign. Megan?
Well, EC's Henry, doors just opened at this official watch party here in downtown Houston about 15 minutes ago, and the crowd is starting to grow, and there's really no anxiety I can sense here. Of course, Cruz, like you mentioned, looking to secure that third term, and the latest polls that we checked just today, it still had him leading over Congressman Allred. But I will say Cruz has admitted to himself and to his supporters that this is a tough race. Back in 2018, if you recall, he narrowly beat Beto O'Rourke. But still, his campaign is confident Texas will vote red. This morning, Cruz spent some time with different radio shows. Just yesterday, though, he was in our area in Selma talking to a crowd about 500 people, mainly pressing on immigration and border control, which has been a big focus for both candidates this election cycle. Now, that was the last day of his bus tour that took him around the state. He also mainly focused on those rural areas where he's dominated in the past. San Antonio, as you know, does typically vote blue, but Cruz last election did well in those surrounding counties like Kendall and Bandera. A lot of eyes, of course, are on this race, specifically with the impact it could have over who controls Congress. So with the polls closed, this is now just a waiting game. Of course, we're expected to hear from Cruz later this evening. We don't have an exact time on that. We're just waiting for those results to come in. But like I said, the energy is starting to build here, and his campaign is confident going into tonight. Henry, EC's.
And Megan, you mentioned that we're still waiting for the results, obviously. Have you caught a glimpse of Cruz there? Can you give us a sense of who's there at his campaign event tonight?
No glimpse yet, and we haven't been able to speak with him either. I'm just speaking, though, with the people in control of his campaign. There's really a lot of ease there, and his supporters obviously don't feel very anxious. It's more just a party environment. So as we're waiting, I don't really sense a lot of anxiety right now. But of course, we'll hear from him later. And like I mentioned earlier, he has really in the last several days hit the campaign trail hard, going across Texas, our area, the border, up north, really urging people to go out and vote. Of course, they not just for his election, for the presidential election as well. So there has been a huge urge just to get people out to the polls. But again, it really is just kind of like, as they call it, a watch party. People are enjoying themselves out here, and we'll try to get an update from some of his people ahead of his campaign to try and see, what they're sensing right now as we're waiting to get those results in. EC's Henry.
All right, Megan, we'll check in with you in just a bit. Now, we are